Imagine the most ambitious video game ever conceived, a game that completely obliterates the boundaries of technology. Many would quite rightly argue that this is the dream game, the ultimate game. Let's call it the impossible dream. The impossible dream is a concept that has tantalized the gaming industry for decades. It's a vision that has lived in the hearts of gamers and developers alike, yet has remained largely unexplored. Now, there's many reasons for this, obviously, because doing so is very hard, requires a lot of money, and just might well be entirely impossible. But impossible or not, Star Citizen is making an attempt. Its vision is a fully immersive, persistent universe, a world where players can live out their wildest spacefaring fantasies. But this video isn't just about Star Citizen, it's about the pursuit of the impossible dream, and what happens when a developer dares to chase it. Star Citizen serves as our case study, and along the way we discover whether the impossible dream can be a reality, or whether reality has different plans. Star Citizen, then, is a game that promised to revolutionize the space simulation genre. The game's ambitious scope created a vast immersive universe with unparalleled detail, and interactivity has been one of the main reasons for its prolonged development. The game's developers, CIG, have been pushing the boundaries of what's possible in a video game, but this ambition has come with its own set of challenges. The goal of the impossible dream is laudable, but it's one that has never been attempted. Star Citizen's ambition is truly unparalleled in the gaming industry. It aims to create a universe of unprecedented scale and detail, where every action has a lasting impact and every element from planets to blades of grass is meticulously crafted. This ambition extends to the game's mechanics, such as the groundbreaking planetary tech that allows players to land on and explore any planet they see. The game's progression system is driven by player actions, crafting a dynamic and responsive universe. The ships in Star Citizen are designed with a level of detail and realism rarely seen in video games, adding another layer of complexity to the game. And all of this is just scratching the surface of everything that Star Citizen has promised over the years. And by its very nature, that means that challenges will be faced. Star Citizen's original release date of 2014 is nearly a decade in the past. Since then, the game's vision has increased dramatically, all the while controversially raising hundreds of millions of dollars. As the game's development has dragged on, some backers have expressed frustration at the perceived lack of progress, often citing missing examples of long-promised features. This amazing gameplay demo that you can see right here of an impressive sandstorm and a massive sandworm encounter was demonstrated all the way back in 2016. Since then, no more has been heard about it. Meanwhile, the game's second star system, named Pyro, was first revealed back in 2019. Today, 4 years later, it's still yet to arrive. Promised but still missing features, however, are not the only challenges faced when pursuing this impossible dream. By its very nature, a live game in ongoing development requires constant updates. For Star Citizen, some of the more recent updates have been a source of difficulty. Some, such as patch 3.18, outright broke the game in many players' eyes. Developing a live service title, then, is difficult at the best of times, but Star Citizen's dream makes this all the more difficult. Despite these problems, however, as many will point out, including CIG themselves, the game does exist in a playable form. The game's alpha version has introduced many of the promised features, including a single vast star system to explore, complex ship systems, intricate player-to-player interactions, amongst many other things. Additionally, the game's graphics and attention to detail have been widely praised, showcasing the potential of the game's vision. Today, though, it's more than fair to point out that the title remains far from the promised game, and also it has way more than its fair share of instability issues. As the game continues its development journey, it remains to be seen how the many challenges will be addressed and whether the final product will live up to the high expectations set by its ambitious vision. While Star Citizen has been chasing its dream, the world of gaming has not stood still. Let's take a look at what has been achieved elsewhere in the same time frame. Red Dead Redemption 2 released in 2018 and has created a living, breathing world with an attention to detail that is second to none. NPCs chop down trees, birds catch fish, and food is physicalized to the point where it's cut into smaller pieces and placed into NPCs' mouths. All of this creates a world that is very reactive and very, very physical, very believable. Now, this level of physicalization is something that Star Citizen has long hoped to achieve. Recent updates have taken some steps toward this with technology CIG called persistent entity streaming that allows objects to remain in place long after players log off. However, the full impact of this will not be felt until another set of technology has been delivered, a tech CIG called a server meshing. This is one example of many that highlight how dreaming big when it comes to multiplayer games is a Herculean task. Whilst single-player games such as Red Dead Redemption 2 have long met and exceeded this goal, doing the same in a persistent large-scale multiplayer environment is a different challenge altogether. Unreal Engine 5 is the latest version of this amazing game engine. It pushed the boundaries of what's possible in game graphics and world building, and it has the capability of creating expansive worlds of a truly impressive nature. To be fair though, it seems that any truly large-scale game built on this engine is still a long way out, and whether it can handle the full-scale planets with seamless planetary landings in a spaceship as Star Citizen can do is yet to be seen. However, the point remains, the world of gaming technology is moving forwards at a lightning pace. While Star Citizen struggles with its own development, other technology that is far more focused appears to be outstripping it. This then is a testament to the challenges of developing a game with a broad focus. When development times begin to be measured in decades, the technology of the world around you moves on, and perhaps even moves ahead. Now, I won't linger on this point, but the gaming world teems with examples of amazing technological feats, and new games such as Starfield have a very different and perhaps more achievable take on this impossible dream. It seems then that chasing the impossible dream is a goal that has no destination or end point in sight. Instead, it is a dream of constantly moving goalposts and increasing scope. By its very definition, it has to be this, otherwise it simply falls behind and is no longer the ultimate dream. Developing the dream game is not a cheap goal. It's one that requires huge volumes of funding. With over $500 million so far raised, Star Citizen, technically at least, shouldn't have any funding issues. Yet funding has certainly been a source of controversies, most of them surrounding funding, and many people are aware of ships selling for hundreds of dollars. Yet it seems that CIG are driving forward in the ways and methods they use to raise funds. One recent controversy surrounds a product called the Ready for Anything Career Kit. This kit, marketed towards new players, was sold for $10 and included personal items. Not a ship, but items that your player character wears. On the surface, this might seem like a minor issue. After all, Star Citizen has been known for selling items and ships for real money, some costing upwards of thousands of dollars, so a $10 kit might seem insignificant in comparison. But here's where the controversy lies. In Star Citizen, if you die, you lose the gear you're wearing, and as of now, there's no in-game system to retrieve these items. So imagine a new player excited about the game, buying this kit, and then losing it all in their first hour of play. That's losing real-world money. This then, quite understandably, has led to a wave of criticism towards CIG, with many accusing them of exploiting new players' lack of knowledge about the game's mechanics. It's a controversy that highlights the complex reality of chasing an impossible dream. Yet this tells us something important. Chasing the impossible dream, by its very nature, will attract controversies, at least if CIG's actions are anything to go by. Again and again, they seem to be caught up in controversies as they create this ambitious game that is Star Citizen. Chasing the impossible dream then is fraught with problems, and that brings us to a very fundamental question. Is the creation of the ultimate game even possible? Is it possible to create a multiplayer game that is fully immersive, a persistent universe where every action has a lasting impact, where every planet, every ship, every blade of grass is meticulously crafted and physicalized? What's more, consistently doing this with the latest technology of the time? Or is this dream, as grand and beautiful as it is, simply too ambitious? Is it a star that shines brightly in the sky, but forever remains out of reach? Of course, I'm not the judge of all of this. There's two issues here. Firstly, can Star Citizen achieve the impossible dream? Secondly, can the impossible dream, as I mean it in this video, that truly advanced, all-encompassing video game, ever actually truly exist? Let me know what you think about this in the comment section below. We don't have a definitive answer for this yet, and perhaps that's the point. The journey of Star Citizen, with all its triumphs and tribulations, serves as a testament to the power of dreams, the allure of the impossible, and the complexities of turning those dreams into reality. And sometimes even raising a single overpowering question: is the idea of an impossible dream sometimes literally impossible? For those interested in diving deeper into the world of Star Citizen, I have linked a selection of resources below, including videos from SaltEMike, Morphologis and Golgot, as well as an infamous Star Citizen meme album. Do be sure to check them out. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys and girls next time.